Give me some scissors. I thought I had everything, but I'm going to have thread.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision.
Fix that.
A network of 130 million of them.
Okay. My back's tired. I need to be quilting, but I'm going to finish hemming a little bit on this while we sit here and visit. See who comes to visit with me. Or if I just sit here and talk to myself. You're going to make me talk to myself? I do that sometimes. Do you? Do you ever talk to yourself? I do. Let's see. I'm not set. I'm not set private. Hi, Melanie Taylor. I was going to come just a little bit earlier, but Fish called me. I was on the phone for a few minutes with Fish. She's wanting to do something nice for a couple of people, and if they come in here, we'll have to talk about it. Did I put my thread? Is that my thread? Oh, here's my piece of thread. Melanie, are you working on something? Bet you are. I know, it's just Melanie. You talk to yourself all the time. Patsy come by. Hi, Patsy. I've just been on here all day, hadn't I? But I have been getting something done. A little something. Let me get that thread through that eye of that needle. And let me think, am I backwards? Do I need to flip myself around again? She's a little tired. And hi, Kathy Jackson. But Fish wants to buy some fabric and gift to a couple of people. And she gave me the names of who she wanted to gift it to. Okay. I still don't have this one done, and it don't like much. Oh, that thread seems long. I have to go way out there. Let me pull this one back. Let me shorten my arm a little bit. Make a few stitches and it'll bring it in, won't it? And I think I'm gonna pull my Band-Aid off now. Hi again, Kim. And the link's pinned. Somebody come up here on chat with me. And it's still cloudy here today. How about, is it still cloudy where you're at, Kim? That is sweet of Fish. And the first one is she wanted to give Billy something for her birthday. And then she named somebody else. Because it's Billy's birthday. Y'all knew that from this morning. Kind of quiet and calm up here right now, ain't it? Ain't a whole lot of racket. If I don't run that quilt machine, it'll be quiet. Hi, Sarah. If I'd keep my mouth shut, it might be quieter. Don't it seem quiet? Listen. No, it wasn't for. Hi, Pam Harmon. I miss Pam. Hi, Pam. It's quiet. I'm kind of enjoying the quiet. Don't have to be talking and racket all the time, does there? Hi, Rose. Oh, you have a sick friend? Sarah's doctor's appointment took a while. Yeah, we thought you were coming to join us this morning, but we understand. Move my fans down the way. I think I'll move that one too. Kim, I got the table runner topper quilted and trimmed. Already had the mug rug quilted and trimmed. You've been busy, Kim. I could go out and sit on the porch today and work on this. I could work on this outside. Gets any quieter though, I'm gonna be falling asleep. Makes me want to sing. You know that? Makes me want to sing a song to myself, sitting there in this quiet and just quiet and peaceable. Yeah, I like about that much. Then it's done. Working on this right now just because I get to sit down and do it and it's calming. And I've got those others. We will work on them others together tonight too. Tomorrow, the shop's going to be open tomorrow. So some of the gals will be here. Y'all going to join us tomorrow? I'm not even going to try to talk and keep up a conversation. It's just too peaceable just me not saying anything. Patsy's going to try to be here tomorrow. Okay, Melanie has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. You know, my husband Terry goes back to the dentist to have teeth pulled Thursday. So that's the reason some of the girls are coming tomorrow. I hope your doctor's appointment goes good, Melanie. He is gonna be put out, Sarah. They're gonna put him out to do it. Gonna knock him out. I'm gonna move some of my pans here down the way just a little bit. I've got some clips. I really ought to be using clips instead of these pans. I'll trim just a little bit of that batting off. Not much, just a sliver. Reckon which one of us is going to go to sleep first? It is a good thing. I think that's a good thing too, Sarah. Yeah, I think so too. And he goes back to Little Rock the 20th of this month for a pre-op before the surgery on the 3rd. I mean, I've told you guys this before, and I'm probably repeating myself. My daughter was so funny when they pulled her wisdom teeth and put her out. When she woke up, she was saying all kinds of crazy things. I'd like to video Terry when he wakes up and see what he says crazy. Reckon what would be a funny thing to ask him and see how he'd answer. You think of any funny questions I might could ask? He's liable not to be happy with me if I'm videoing him though. But I've watched some of those funny videos where they videoed people coming out of the anesthesia, and like you say, they say some funny things. This is not the project I ought to be working on. That other one I was hemming, I left at the other house. I didn't carry it up here. He won't remember it. He might not. Stream it to YouTube. Him coming out, but he's liable not to be nice though. So I better not live stream it. Oh, if I fall asleep, y'all wake me up. Strain. Get that strain. I think Ashley downloaded her to her Facebook page. She thought it was funny. Hey, Beanie. I don't want to make you mad, but I would like to laugh at him. No, he's in so much pain. I don't want to make him mad. Bless his heart. He feels worse every day. I don't even hear no birds out there in the trees today. Looking where the birds went. He's still going out and check. He does. He gets in the side by side every morning and goes and checks them cows. I'm going to ride with him and bring y'all some morning. It seems like I've got my own things I have to go do sometimes. He's not haying them. There's enough green grass now that he's not having to put out hay. But he goes and checks just in case there's anything wrong. He checks on the whole herd. He's still got almost a month to go, but he's ready. He's ready to do it finally. He was hoping when he went to Little Rock that they would schedule it quicker than what they are, but they didn't. I'm still worried that he might fall and hurt something before the time for the surgery and have to have emergency surgery. He limps around with that cane. You know, I don't think that they most of them don't. I don't think he's had any new ones lately. I'm not sure when they come, but that's his department. But I mean, they could come any time of the year, but don't they come mostly in the wintertime? Isn't that right? The bull runs with the herd all the time because he don't ever pull the bull out of the herd. Maybe, let's see, no, I can't go with him tomorrow because I'm going to be up here. I can't go with him Thursday morning because that's his teeth pulling. We might ride with him Friday. We're both here on the farm, but it seems like we just have different things we have to do. He has to go do one thing, and then I have to go do something else. turn it a little bit. I got that much to do, and then that much to do. Then I heard frogs hollering. And peepers. Wind's blowing. Beanie, I cut mine 2.5. Cut it 2.5, and then I double it and just make a little binding. But I cut it 2.5. I tell you, it's quiet. It's still so quiet. I think people then the chat's getting bored and they're leaving since the numbers going down. But I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the quietness. Because I know I've got to go there just a little bit and turn that machine back on. And I know that's noisy. Kim's reminding you it's okay if if they don't want to give a thumbs up to this quiet live stream. We're letting everybody take a nap. Fixing to have to tie this one off and get another piece of thread. Moving on down through here. One little bite at a time. And you know, that's just if you do yours 2 1/4, I don't 2 1/4 would be fine too. This is just an easy size for me to work with. And it's not really wide. It's still just a little piece. Little there's the corner. I'm right there and there's the corner. Patsy does the 2.5. 2.5 is just pretty easy to work with, isn't it, Patsy? I remember years ago I did wider than that. Back when I was first quilting and before the YouTube videos and finding out what everybody else did. Sarah likes 2.5. Kim uses 2.5. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to work with, the 2.5. Hi, Georgia. Everybody's just sitting here, nap time. If you want to do a scrappy binding, use whatever. You can use the leftover jelly rolls, yes. See, back in the day, yeah, I remember doing the 3-inch on some 30 years ago. Hi, Lori. How are you this evening? Everybody in here is just being quiet. I'm trying not even to talk very loud. But I tell you, Jaja, 2.5's pretty easy to work with. I think it's easier with the 2.5 to make pretty mitered corners than with the 3. One of the heavy quilts you use the 3. Yeah, with the heavier stuff, maybe the wider one would work better. Thread my needle. Use some of this thread off of these quilting machine bobbins. I waste a lot of the thread, the quilting thread, because I don't want to start quilting with just a piece of a bobbin, because then it'll run out and be halfway, run out before you're done with the roll. Yeah, try the 2.5. I think you'll like it. I see Stars Quilting Channel. That's how you learned of it. I think when I was doing those Quilting a Day quilts by Eleanor Burns, I think they were a 3-inch binding, if I remember right, years ago. Because I quilted years ago, and then I stopped for a whole lot of years and didn't quilt, and then I started it back about 5 years ago. Move them pins out of my way. I never have had a chance to click on them, Jaw. This one here, this video right here started out just real calm, and it's just staying calm. I'll have to go check out the hyper videos too. And hello, Billy. Hey, Billy. I talked to Fish on the phone about a half hour ago, a little over a half hour ago, and she wants to send you $20 in fabric. So tell me what you want, and I'll send it to you. Jot beanie. I put my binding on the back first and fold it to the front. Well, see, I do mine by hand, but I put it on the front, and then I fold mine to the back. It's the way I do mine. And so my hand stitching is on the back side. Look, can't even see my stitches though. Little tiny little tight stitches that you hope they don't come out. But if I was doing a kid's quilt, I think I'd do different. I'd probably sew it with the machine so they'd be sure not come out. Well, tell me, what do you want? What colors do you like? Give me a hint. Give me a hint. I don't know. Don't think Fish is watching right now. After I talked to her, I think she was kind of tired. She may have laid down. Blues. Do you want some of those blues like Sarah's working with? Because I'll tell you another little secret. She wanted to send some to Donna Armstrong. Some of those blues that she mentioned this morning. So Donna is the other person that Fish wants to give something to. But I don't think Donna's come in here yet. Blueprint. Yes. Let's see. Do I send Billy some blueprint? And do I send Donna some blueprint too? Because she's the one that saw those bolts back there on the shelf and thought they were really pretty. And so Fish wanted to send her some. And she said to send them to you and that she would send me the money for it. It's what she told me. Bless her heart. We have such a sweet community here. Some of you all the time doing something for some of the others. Make a few. I'm at the corner. I'm gonna make a few extra little tacks here in the corner. And then I'm fixing to turn and do the last little ways. Let's see. I finished that corner and I got that much more to go. Put some pins in here. They are so generous. I created a monster with my daughter. Wish she would quit making king size. Them king size are big old quilts, aren't they? And they're heavy. Did you get that king size one pinned in? I bet you did. I got that little one over there started. I need to go back to it, but I'm going to finish this first though and have one thing completely done. If I was really smart, I'd make a label too though. Quilters are the best. Yes, they are. Quilters are the best. I'm getting excited. I'm getting closer down the way. I may have to holler real loud and disturb the peace when I finish this. Might break that silence a little bit, but I'm not there yet. Be a few more minutes. Yes, it's going to be done, and I'll be going on to the next one. But I said this will take. I'm taking my time, so it'll take a few more minutes. Not yet. Still needs trimming and the binding. I'm going to look down here and work. If I watch what I'm doing, I can make more stitches faster, can't I? I think I've decided to take one of these quilts that I'm binding. I think I've decided to take it with me when I go to Terry's, have his teeth pulled. And I could make a lot of stitches like in the hour he's in that chair, couldn't I? I could take a book to read, but I think I'm going to take binding to work on. I've got a big bag I can put it in. I ain't going to hurt nobody, is it? We got Victoria in here. Hi, Victoria. Did I miss a... See, I look down and I'm missing comments. Yeah, it is quiet and calm, but I think it's kind of peaceable. I'm kind of enjoying the calm and the quiet. That's what I've been telling them. I've been talking to them for 40 minutes and it's just been kind of calm. Every once in a while, we need a little calmness, don't we? Hi, Marla. Y'all don't get loud and rowdy over there and chat now. This is a calm live stream. So y'all behave yourself over there. Don't make too much noise. Y'all won't be able to hear. If you get too loud in chat, you won't be able to hear me when I finish. But he's ready. He's ready, Billy. Yeah, we're back. We are so SEW. I have to use that. We are so back. I think tonight I'm gonna live stream again tonight, and I'm gonna title it "We Are SEW Back." We are so back. Hey, we are so back because I said so. How much more? Oh, that much more. It's like a countdown. Count down them inches. Rita is worried about Mr. Terry's upcoming surgery, so she's sewing away her stress. It's better than eat. Oh, I eat too. I eat too. And I am worried about him. I'm worried about how he's going to deal the next month before the surgery. Because the other day he told me, he said, I don't know if I can go another month, but he has to. Now, I've left him down at the house. I kind of bet you he's in his recliner right now. Have you got some stress, Sarah? You need to sew too. Just sew. If you're sewing on the right thing, it can be calming. Now, if you're sewing on something that's kind of hard, it may not be so calming. And if you're on the quilt machine, that thing's loud, so it's not real calming sometimes. Did you get a pretty good report at your doctor, Sarah? Let's see. Got rid of a couple pens. He's tough. It'll be over. I hope so. I hope so. Pick up them pens in a little bit. Yes, no cancer. It's just a mass. There's no blood going to it. That's good news. Thankful for that. Out of your head and into your hands. Y'all are coming up with some good sayings. I'm fixing to go get me a pencil and paper and write them down so I can use them again someday. I have to hand bind under a bright light like Rita. I can't do it in family room watching TV. Oh, about anything I do is sewing. I like to have the bright lights. Out of your head and into your hands if you want to relieve stress. do anything. You know, there's people that clean house and do things with if they're under stress. And eat. We eat too. Kids taking you out to eat again tonight. Your kids love you, Billy. How close am I getting? I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Not yet. Not yet, but it's getting closer. I'm not a cleaner at any time. My poor old house, I've got so much clutter. And this right here is not what I ought to be working on, but I'm so close to being done with it. There's always something else to do besides clean. Always. You go in the house, it's time to put food on the table or something. Am I going to have enough thread to finish? Neither one of my guys taking me out. Going to have to find new ones. It is. I'm going to show it to you again in just a few minutes. I'm going to show it to you completely finished. As soon as I do just a little bit more. Because who says I can't finish a quilt? Who said that? Somebody said that. I might have said that. Getting close. Real close. Are y'all going to be here for my finale? How many people is going to watch my finale? 41 in chat. 41 of you is going to see me finish it. Take my last stitch or two. Get ready. I need a drum roll. Drum roll. We better know who said it. We know who said it, but we know. Well, I don't finish every one I start. I'm not going to say I do, but every once in a while I finish one. Who was it said it? I done forgot. Okay. And I got it. Oh, get out of my chair. I've been sitting there. It's all done. Every last stitch. All the binding and everything's done. Yay! All the way around the binding's done. From start to finish. Now, you're tired of looking at that one, aren't you? Because I think I am. Let's roll it up and get it out of the way. Do I get a prize? I think I got a prize. Yay! Now, I ought to be quilting, but I'm not going to. I'm going back, go back here to the back room. I ought to be working on that. but I'm tired. Jaws are doing the drumming. All right, we're going to go back yonder. I'm going to turn off this machine. I'm really tired and I'm just not in the mood to quilt. So I'm going to turn that off. We'll go back here. Hey, there's Mandy. Let's turn on some lights as we go. It's dark back here. Need some lights. What I need to do now, let's see. I'm going to finish putting this stuff on this one. If I do this one, I can put it on the machine in a few days and finish it too. I'm proud of myself. I'm going to press those and trim them and then sew a little bit more. And then I've got some more things over there to work on. Let's get the plugger upper back over here. I plugged that up. Mandy's going to make her one like it. And Linda Thornburg's going to make her one like it. There's Sharon. Hi, Sharon. But this little quilt, I don't know. This little quilt's just adorable. Let me show you the pantograph that I got that I want to use on that when I put it on the quilt machine. Let me plug my iron up. Let me turn it on. Let me turn this on so it'll be heating up. Well, thought I plugged it up. I'm all the time looking at fabric that'd make another pretty Irish chain. Need some pretty greens to do it, I think. I come back. I bought this pantograph here a few weeks ago, back when I started that quilt. And look here, this one, I wanted to put this on it. Is it going to show up? That's what I want to put on that one. It's got this sewing theme stuff on it. Put it on this quilt here. Need to go back to see how you made that Irish chain. I know it turned out really pretty and it's easy to do. All right. Let's see if I can get another one all ready to go on the machine. This pattern didn't call for that last border, but if you don't put it, you had this part here, and I wanted some blue there. I'm going to go get a board to press on. I don't like that iron board. Now can't put it on the quilt machine yet because I got some other stuff that's I need to work on, but I'm gonna do this. I know this pattern I bought from Annie's Attic, was it? Spools and stars, and got a lot of little pieces, and it's scrappy, but it sure is cute. Cause some of that Ohio starring, it's real tiny pieces. It's gonna be a lot of layers when you quilt under that. I can feel I'm trying to iron it. Marla made one like this too. Got to decide what I'm going to put on the back of it though. Not sure yet. It's got that 30s blue. That 30s blue is just a pretty little blue. Oh, Beanie's coming here from college. I was wondering if you lived here or if you lived in another state, but I guess you just answered that for me. I'm going to square that border up. I'm going to go right back there. I did the other side, I think. Now, sew these 2 more pieces. Then I'm going to go back to that other quilt. On the western slope. Okay. Silk, Colorado. I saw that town the other day. Miss Bailey this morning. Am I right? Ding, 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 ding. Did you place an order with me? I think you did. And I'm trying to think if it got in the mail for the mail carrier run or not. Yeah, Beanie's one of my customers. If I'm right on that. Get this started here. Got a bobbin, just wound that bobbin. I wouldn't have known that, but Silk, Colorado, just I saw that name. And your real name is Kathy. I wasn't going to tell everybody that, but you just did. Thank you for supporting my little shop. I think I'm missing some more of these blue things. No, I see them over there under that table behind me. Yes, the lake fabric. I couldn't recall who had got the lake fabric at this moment, but I could have went back and looked if I'd have wanted to. But yes. And I don't think I got it in the mail. I think it's laying back there, and I'll put it in the mail in the morning. Your nickname is Beanie. It's not quiet here now, is it? I'm making noise. I like it when y'all shop with me and buy those pretty fabrics. I'm going to do the other side. Pick up these over here in the floor. See, they wasn't lost. They's back here. I know y'all are more organized than I am. $13.50 a yard. Well, if I buy this stuff and I don't sell it, then I'm in trouble. So I'd rather sell it and make just a little bit of it than keep it and make nothing. Flip that over. Control. I don't even have that. I thought I'd lost a check this morning. I found it in my apron pocket up here. You have a game. What kind of game is it? What is it we're going to do? Can you explain it to us? I think a game would be fun. Do I need to hide something in the shop and whoever finds it gets a prize? Maybe we could do something like that. Now I want to hear this game Marla's got. Put a quarter in the jar every time they need to use their seam ripper. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. I got to find me some paper. That's a good idea. I'll tell them that come from you, Marla. Quarter in the jar is what we do at our retreats. Then they draw the winner at the end of the day. Now, yeah, maybe we could do at the end of the month. We could do the winner. I like that one. Did it our retreat. Then we had to guess the amount. The winner got 40. That's a pretty good little amount then. Let's see. Is this our... Yes, this is our first time to meet this month, isn't it? $16 people in a 5-day retreat. And $44. Yeah, y'all made a lot of mistakes, Marla. That's a couple dollars for each person, ain't it? Huh. How much did you have to put in it? could use this baby blue on the back of this. I don't know yet what I'm going to put. But I've got those borders all around it. This is almost ready for the machine. Don't that look a little better like that? I'm putting that extra one. Let's go over here to the ironing board. I'm going to press it. Yeah, and they got to spin it here, don't they? I think after I get this pressed, I'm going to go hang it on the wall up there. I got some pins here. Let me pick up these pins. Get these scissors. I'm just going to eyeball that and trim that little ear off. Move that around. I hope, unless I get some more client quilt in, I'm going to quilt it in a few days. Kim will be right back. Hi, Donna. Headed back home, so I'll listen while I drive. Hey, Donna. Fish has gave you $20 to spend in my store, so you let me know what you want. We think you want the blueprint, but let me know, and I'll get you $20 worth of fabric and send to you compliments of fish. You can send me a message or you can comment on here when you get home. Whatever works for you, but you drive right now. Let's see, which side do I need to press? Which one was it? This one. We had people putting dollar bills in toward the end and taking out change. They did tell us to bring quarters for a game. That's cute though. All right, even got it pressed. I'm going to go put it on that fish. And she is a very special person. There. I sent you some of this already, Jaja. And you know, since there's a 30s pink and a 30s yellow, too. I got some of it, too. But that 30s blue's a pretty blue. I'll be right back. Now, I'm going to go back to that other quilt over there. Hi, Kathy Waits. And it came yesterday in the mail. You got there pretty quick, didn't it? Now, I'm going to trim this one now. I am. I'm working today, ain't I? It's not mine. I did it for a client. Somebody asked me to quilt it for them. Let me get it trimmed and I'll hold it up and show it to you again. It's your birthday, Billy. You don't have to work today. You don't have to do anything. Oh, am I backwards? I'll flip myself. Let me see if I can. Sometimes I don't know if I'm backwards or not. Oh, no. Click the wrong thing. No, that ain't what I want to do either. Okay. Settings. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Is that more better? Is this my right hand? Is that right? Hi, Mark. Let me find. And I could trim it with the rotary cutter, but I just like to do it this way. And by the way, I put on a pot of brown beans today, so Terry's gonna have some brown beans and cornbread. Hello, Daisy May. I told them already this morning that a 91-year-old woman made this one quilt. She's older than my mama. Betty Miner's her name. And she still pieces quilts. Right, I'm gonna go this way. This thing is big. I'm gonna turn it around. Oh, I still got one more side to go. But anyway, that's a quilt. Let me trim over here. Now, they are adorable. Look at that pretty green on the back. Now we had one picked out for the binding. Where'd I put it? I gotta find it now. Got a color picked out. Where'd I put it? I can't find it. I thought it was right here. Oh, here it is. This This is what I'm going to cut to put on the binding on this one right here. Got all those colors in it. I know this lady's doing pretty good for 92. Mama does pretty good for 91. But this is gonna be the binding. Mark just got a second. Kim's back. Now, I won't cut. Cut me plenty of strips. Sew them together. Looks pretty straight. And I'm cutting them 2.5. In case anybody asks. That's just my go-to size. Two. 3. You think 9 of them will be enough? I do. Should I cut one more just in case? It's gonna look pretty on there, ain't it? The lady that makes this quilt, she likes to take the back and turn it to the front and sew it and use that as her binding. And her daughter's been bringing them out here for her. And her daughter has decided that we would put a binding on this one. I hope it don't make Betty mad that we're going to do this. But it actually looks better. Hi, Linda Brookshire. Hi, Sharon. Sharon's right, isn't it, SK? I think that's Sharon. Time's it getting to be. All right, I'd like to get this part done before I go home. Foot pedal. And I know y'all do this too. You make that T and sew crossways, and it makes the mitered seam or whatever. Y'all all know that. And this one's called Bella Bluebirds. It's pretty. I think they look a whole lot better with binding, especially after that machine quilting, because that machine quilting is not a good stopping and starting place. Computer one is even worse about going over. Oh, I always go over, and all that basting around the edges looks yucky, and they don't cover up unless you cut it off and put a binding. Pantographs for $6 each. You got a bargain. The ones I buy, I think they're like $16.95 or something like that. I don't ever find bargains, but I think it's because I never go to town and go to looking for them. If I went out in public to shop more, I might find a bargain. We did. We knew what Sarah meant. We knew she meant pantographs. I knew that, and everybody else did too. What did I do with them big scissors? I want them. Now, I'm just going to take my scissors and cut that off right there. Probably let the mess just fall in the floor. And I'll go press them like that before I sew them on there. I know, I don't want to go out in public. Not if I can help it. There's people out in public. You have to put a bra on to get dressed. I know. Now, I have to put a bra on to come up here and talk to you guys too, though. Now, I'm going to the ironing board. Where's the ironing board at? Right there. I'm going to go right there. That's that my water from yesterday. It's probably still good, ain't it? I'm thirsty. I got a mess under this table. And I don't have one of them things you roll binding up on. I just pull it over here and sew it on here. Been only using t-shirts with graphics on them so I don't have to wear a bra. The bugs didn't drink too much. All right, back right here. Now, let's see where I'm going to start on this at. I think I'm going to start at the bottom. Here's the bottom. I'm going to start about the middle way, the bottom. Post a picture of your jelly roll. Okay. I can do that. I had that little shelf down at the bougie barn. I bought the shelf. Let me just show it to you. I bought the shelf at a yard sale one time. I really don't know what it's for, but looky there. It holds them jelly rolls. And I had it at that consignment shop thing. And then I brought it back the other day and put it back over there. And actually there was a door there. And I took the door down and put it right there because the door kept going back against it. But I'll take a real picture of it someday. But that's it for now. All right, I'm going to go back about that far to start right here. And I'm just going to preview it just a little bit to make sure the seam don't come out here at the corner, because I hate that. And I'll stop and cut it and start again if it does. I'm going to move it back just a little bit. There's that pen out of my mouth. Is that what it was for CDs? But you know, them little jelly rolls fit right in there, though. Huh. I didn't know what it was for, and I just saw it. Gladys took me to a yard sale where they were selling a table one time that she thought we could use out here, and they had that too. And so I got that thing too. I used to press mine in half, but I don't anymore. I just fold it and just go like that, and I don't press it. But I used to. I learned that from somebody else on YouTube one time. She didn't press hers, and so I just quit pressing mine. And it works just as good this way. That is going to be so pretty on there, though. This little contraption, you fold and stick it in, then close the clamp and pull the fabric through to make a crease. You don't have to press it over if you don't want to. You really don't, because if it's cut pretty good, it folds pretty straight, and you're just going to do a few inches at a time, and you're going to refold, but you'd have to do that anyway. It does. It matches so pretty. I haven't finished the binding on the one I started last night. I have some warm, what that warm and something and Luna Loft. I buy most of mine from Moda, and it's Luna Loft, most of it. When I get to the end, I stop about 1/4 of an inch back, and I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to turn it, and then just kind of get this, take my thumb and put it like that right there. You can't see what I'm doing, but that's what I do. Get it started in the right spot there, and go down the other side. It'll save you a step. I think after you quit doing it, you won't miss doing that. Just fold it as you go. Yeah, I'm just folding it, lining it up as I go. It's not folded here, but I do 6 or 8, 12 inches at a time. Fold it, and well, you can't see. I know you can't see, but then I just kind of lay it there, hold it, and then go. And I don't pin it on the quilt first either. Some people I know pin it on there, but I don't do that. I've never used bias binding. Do y'all use bias binding? I don't, never have. I just cut straight strips off of the 45. Kathy don't earn her too. I know. It's faster and it works just as good. Now, if you were going to sew it by machine, you might want to press it too. I don't know. I don't do a whole lot of machine binding. I really don't. Get this. Got to get it kind of straight. If it goes to crawling out of place, just put it back into place. No pinning either. No bias either. But I never claimed to be the expert. Every once in a while I do something. And I just do it my way. May not be the expert way, but it's my way. Stronger, catches all angles. But wasn't it kind of stretch as you went along? I want it to be easy when I do something. I don't want it to be hard. Any bolts of the Quail Run fabrics? Yes, I got a whole bunch of them. Let me show you. Let's go in here. They ought to be on the website. As we go by here, let me show Jaw my little shelf. There's the little shelf with the jelly rolls and stuff. Oh, and that's my messy closet where everything gets thrown. Now in here. Here's my Quail Runs. See if she can read that. I'm just picking up one. Is it focusing? Can you see the Quail Run? No? No, you can't, but it's there. It says Quail Run right there. So this is all the Kansas Troubles, but some of them are Quail Runs. Near the beginning, do a search for quail and see if it comes up. And Isaac put them on there, and he forgot to track the inventory, so I need to go fix some of that. I've got a Quail Run order I need to go fix right now, but y'all know me. I've been doing something else today. Hadn't got everything done today that I wanted to do. Daisy May leaving. Bye, Daisy May. Back to this. I got it on the wrong side now. The side I want it on. Turn one corner. And this will be the long side. I did get something accomplished today, didn't I? Not everything I wanted to, because that quilt's still not done. That one order that I need to fill is not done for Sylvia. This order's for Sylvia if she's watching, and I went and cut it yet, and I need to. And what else I need to do today? Well, I know I've been busy the last 2 days. And tomorrow I'll party with the girls up here tomorrow, but that'll be busy. And then I'll take care of my husband on Thursday. But I've got a lot of binding to sew down behind. Bye, Beanie. She got to get to the doctor's appointment. I'm just going to stay just a few more minutes, and then I think I'm going to run home too. But I'd kind of like to finish this first. Before I leave here, I'd like to finish this and Sylvia's order. I don't think I'm going to get the quilt off the quilt machine. See you again soon, Beanie and Daisy Mae. Turn in the corner. Hi, Cheryl. I will do your hand binding for you. I'd let you help me because I'm behind on doing some for some clients. I don't mind doing it, but I've just got 3 of them to do. So it's going to take a little time. But Cheryl, you've got your own stuff you're going to have to do too. Across the top on the short side. Yeah, did I say hi to Cheryl? Or did I just go to talking and not even say hi? Yeah, hi, Cheryl. I have to turn it again. Don Armstrong just pulled in the driveway. I'll have to take care of the dogs when I get in. Are you coming? I am going to come back tonight, I think. I don't hand bind on my daughter's quilt or mine. My sister is a different story. Machine binding is stronger. Cheryl taught Bible study this afternoon and got grandson off the bus, so you're just now getting here. Did I see you this morning, Cheryl? I don't know. You might have been busy this morning, too. I'll drink this buggy water again, SK. It is a sweet offer, and she called me and talked to me on the phone, and so we'll figure out what you wanted. I told her, I said I can just surprise her, but she saw how you love that blue this morning, so she thought you might want the blue. Oh, you're good at machine binding. I'm not. My machine binding don't look good. It don't match up on the bottom and the top, so I'm not good at that. Been lurking. Hi, Marilyn. What you been? I know you've been lurking. Have you been working on something, Marilyn? Marilyn, go look at Rita's Quilted Chicken Farm community page and see what I did with the John Wayne panel quilt for my grandson's birthday. Oh, you've been trying to behave yourself? Did it work? Were you successful? Yeah, what Jaja said. How's that going for you, Marilyn? Drove my sister to the grocery store this morning. Is it working, Marilyn? Marilyn, they all know you. Turn this corner. And the long side. Sometimes I wish that machine would stop with the needle in the down position. Little dog Walter's kind of lonely without him. Marilyn, it's very hard to behave. I must be going through my terrible twos again. Need a pencil back here in a minute to see if I can't attach this binding ends. It looks really pretty on here. I don't know how much y'all can see from the camera, but it's going to make it look nice. That much left. I never got over the first. What fell in the floor? Trash. Turning the last corner. Last little dab to sew before I've got to attach the binding ends. But I'm not gonna lie, that's always a chore for me. But I'm gonna see if I can do it. Some of y'all are experts at it, not me. Billy, did you recently lose a pet? If so, I'm really sorry for your loss. My 3 little great grandkids came over here fishing Sunday. I fed them a dozen cupcakes and sent them home to Mommy. Billy. Let's see, how much room do I got here? We got this and then this, and let's go just a little bit further. Not much, so we're going to try that. Now, see if somebody can talk me through this binding here. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Y'all can watch me mess up. But I won't cut nothing off till I'm sure I've got it right. Ugh. It ain't right. I'll have to get my seam ripper, rip it out and try again. There's one video that sometimes every time I do a binding, I have to go watch it. Okay. Looky there. It's good. I got it right the first try. So I'm going to trim this off. Now I'm going to finish sewing this part down right here. Stitches a little longer. I know. Yay for me. You don't know how many times I get them twisted and everything. And I thought, well, I'm just going to do this. If I mess up in front of you, I mess up in front of you. And it amazingly, I did it right. But you guys don't know how much trouble that gives me sometimes. And I won't even do it on the camera sometimes because I always mess it up. This is almost ready to set and hand sew that binding. Almost. Get everything turned around here. Get some strings. Get them strings out of the way. Maybe just a hair longer than it need to be, but just a hair. Not much. Pretty dang good for me. Do y'all have trouble with that? I do. Now, all that binding is on there. Now to flip it to the other side and sew it, and it's gonna be so pretty on there. All right. I think since I got this accomplished, I'm gonna switch gears and go home and make an early supper so I can sit and work on some of this stuff tonight. Hand stitch tonight. Yay me! Yeah, I ain't lying. I get it twisted and I get the angle the wrong way. I do it every which way you could do it wrong. Makes me want to try another one now since that one turned out. A flange binding. I don't know how to do a flange binding, Pam Birch. I do things. I don't teach myself a lot of new tricks, and I've never done one of those. Sometimes I think it'd be nice to do one of those prairie points. I've never done prairie points. I'm proud of myself. Y'all saw me do it too. I have y'all as a witness. Okay. I'm going to turn us off and I'll see you guys again soon. Okay? Y'all come back and join me after a while. I might sew and let Kathy White might do the talking tonight. The flange binding looks simple. Cinco de Mayo. We're having Mexican tonight. Toast. I know it's the bug water. It had the lid on it. I kept the lid on it. All right, y'all will be seeing this one again until I send it home. Until it goes home with its real owner. Look at that little quilting on there. And that little binding that's got all those different colors. She used a lot of the primary colors, so that little binding looks pretty with it. All right, bye everybody. I'll just keep rambling on. See ya.